She was a hitchhiker, a drifter, and a killer. She hunted along the highways, a predator hiding in plain sight. Aileen Wuornos, the woman who became America's first female serial killer. Her story is drenched in blood, betrayal, and a fury born from a life filled with unimaginable horror. Was she a monster born of madness, or a victim pushed beyond the brink? Tonight, we take you on a journey through the twisted mind of the highway killer, a tale of survival, vengeance, and deadly obsession. Brace yourself, buckle up, because this journey into darkness is one you won't regret. Aileen Wuornos was born on February 29, 1956, in Rochester, Michigan. Her early life was marked by hardship and abuse. Her father, Leo Dale Pittman, was a convicted sex offender who abandoned the family before she was born. Her mother, Diane Wuornos, also left when Aileen was young, leaving her and her older brother Keith to be raised by their grandparents, Laurie and Britta Wuornos. Aileen's upbringing was far from stable. She experienced physical and sexual abuse from an early age, leading to a troubled and tumultuous youth. By the age of 11, she was engaging in sexual activities in exchange for food, drugs, and cigarettes. By 15, she was living on the streets, turning to prostitution to survive. Aileen dropped out of school and ran away from home, hitchhiking across America. Her life on the road was filled with violence, exploitation, and a desperate struggle for survival. These early experiences shaped her into a woman filled with rage and mistrust. In the late 1980s, Aileen Wuornos moved to Florida, where she continued to work as a prostitute along the highways. It was during this time when she began her deadly spree. Between 1989 and 1990, Aileen murdered 7 men, claiming they had either assaulted or attempted to assault her. The victims were all found shot to death, their bodies discarded along the highways. Aileen used the same .22 caliber revolver in each murder, leaving a trail of violence and fear across the state. Aileen's method was disturbingly simple. She would hitchhike, offering sex in exchange for money, and once she was alone with her victim, she would shoot them at close range. Her first known victim was Richard Mallory, a convicted rapist who Aileen claimed had violently attacked her. Mallory's body was found in a wooded area in December 1989, shot multiple times. This marked the beginning of a series of brutal murders that would terrorize the state of Florida. Over the next year, 6 more men would meet a similar fate. Each victim was shot multiple times, their bodies left in remote areas. The police were baffled by the murders, unable to connect the dots until it was too late.
Is simply because she was unique in her style, that she was a female, that she did leave the body away from the car, and it made it hard to put it all together.
On January 9, 1999, Aileen Wuornos was arrested at a bar in Port Orange, Florida.
We learned that the bar where she's been hanging out for the last 24 hours, they're going to have a large pig roast at biker gathering. So with her history, we're concerned that she's going to end up on the back of a bike and be off and we'll never find her again.
Her girlfriend, Tyria Moore, played a crucial role in the investigation. Under police pressure, Tyria agreed to cooperate and persuaded Aileen to confess to the murders over the phone. During the tap phone calls, Aileen confessed to the murders, detailing how she killed each of her victims. She claimed all the killings were in self-defense, stating that the men had either raped or attempted to rape her. However, her confessions were inconsistent, and the evidence suggested otherwise.
Aileen was a predator just like any other serial killer. She was out there to take lives for her own personal gain.
Aileen's confessions were filled with contradictions. At times, she showed remorse, while at other moments, she lashed out in anger. Her mental state was deteriorating, and the pressure of the investigation was taking its toll. Aileen Wuornos' trial began in January 1992. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence against her, including ballistics matching the bullets found in the victims to her revolver, and testimonies from Tyria Moore. The prosecution argued that the murders were premeditated and financially motivated, as Aileen had robbed her victims after killing them. The defense claimed that she acted in self-defense against violent clients.
He was coming toward me with his right arm, I believe, and I shot immediately, and I think I shot twice, as fast as I could.
Despite her claims of self-defense, the jury found Aileen guilty of first-degree murder in 6 of the 7 cases. She was sentenced to death for each conviction.
In the Circuit Court, 7th Judicial Circuit, Interim Court, Volusia County Court, case number 91-257, State of Florida versus Aileen Wuornos, also known as Susan Lynn Blahovic, also known as Lori Christine Grady, also known as Candy Marsh Green. As to count one, a majority of the jury, by a vote of 12-0, advise and recommend to the court that it impose the death penalty upon Aileen Wuornos, also known as Susan Lynn Blahovic, also known as Lori Christine Grady, also known as Candy Marsh Green, dated at DeLand, Volusia County, Florida, this 30th day of January, 1992. Pamela J. Mills, foreperson.
Throughout her trial and sentencing, Aileen displayed a mix of anger and resignation, often lashing out at the court and media. Her demeanor and outbursts further cemented her image as a volatile and dangerous individual.
She tried to appear to be a sweet, innocent lady from time to time, and other times she would lapse back into a pretty tough woman. Her actions, coupled with her words, just made her unbelievable.
I was raped. I hope you get raped. Scumbag, something there.
Aileen Wuornos spent over a decade on death row, during which she gave numerous interviews and maintained her claims of self-defense.
7 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of robbery. But there's something else that needs to be told.
Her life and crimes garnered significant media attention, resulting in several documentaries, books, and a Hollywood movie titled Monster. Charlize Theron's portrayal of Aileen Wuornos in Monster earned critical acclaim and brought renewed attention to her tragic life story. The film depicted Aileen's descent into violence and her complex relationship with Tyria Moore. On death row, Aileen's mental state seemed to deteriorate.
Let's say the cops were following you.
Yeah.
Let's say they were following you and they did everything that you're saying they did. Nonetheless, you killed 7 men.
Yes,
and I'm asking you, what got you to kill the 7 men?
And I'm telling you because the cops let me keep killing them, Nick. Don't you get it?
Not everybody is killing 7 people. So there must have been something in you that was getting you to do
you
that.
are lost, Nick.
So
I was a hitchhiking hooker.
Right.
Running into trouble. I shoot the guy if I ran into trouble. Physical trouble. The cops knew it. When the physical trouble came along, let her clean the streets, and then we'll pull her in.
But how come there was so much physical trouble in because it was all in 1 year? 7 people in 1 year.
Well.
She became increasingly paranoid and erratic, claiming that the prison was trying to drive her insane. Her behavior and statements only added to the controversy surrounding her case.
I explained to her very, very clearly on numerous occasions that because of her personality, her inability to maintain calm over any period of time, that she could very well be destroyed on the stand.
On October 9, 2002, Aileen Wuornos was executed by lethal injection in Florida. Her final moments were marked by a sense of defiance and frustration, as she maintained her innocence and claimed that she was being unfairly punished. The case of Aileen Wuornos continues to spark debate and controversy. Some view her as a cold-blooded killer, while others see her as a tragic figure shaped by a lifetime abuse and hardship. Her story raises important questions about justice, mental health, and the treatment of women in the criminal justice system. Psychologists and criminologists have extensively studied Aileen Wuornos' case, attempting to understand the factors that led to her violent behavior. Many experts believe that a traumatic childhood and history of abuse played a significant role in shaping her actions. Aileen was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, a mental health condition characterized by unstable moods, behaviors, and relationships. This diagnosis, combined with a history of trauma, provides insight into her violent outbursts and erratic behavior. Understanding Aileen's mental health challenges is crucial in piecing through the puzzle of her life. Her story underscores the importance of addressing mental health issues and providing support for those who have experienced severe trauma. Aileen Wuornos' case highlights the complexities of criminal justice system and the challenges faced by individuals with mental health issues. It raises important questions about how society handles cases involving severe trauma and abuse. Law enforcement agencies and community organizations continue to work towards improving the treatment and support for individuals with mental health issues, aiming to prevent similar tragedies in the future.